Here comes Tyus Battle. Boom! Right up the middle, he is gonna go! Then spin up in!
And we welcome you in live here at the Knoll School, where today's NJISAA Prep A Girls Lacrosse Championship will be played under a torrential downpour as it's rained for 2 straight days here in Central Jersey. But that's one of the good things about lacrosse is you can play in the rain as long as there's no lightning. There is none in the forecast, so we're all set to go here for this one as the 15-2 Knoll Royals take on the 15-6 Lawrenceville Big Red in the Prep A Championship game. Lawrenceville coming off their 3rd straight Mercer County Championship. The road team in the blacks today, Knoll in the whites. As, well, we're just about set to get things going in the draw circle for Knoll. It's Caitlin McHale, who's their leading draw control player. Meanwhile, for Lawrenceville, looks like it's Olivia Koch. Still up for grabs. Can't exactly see who's got it. Now, eventually, Lawrenceville can be able to scoop it up as Charlotte Albert was the one who took it off the wet turf. And the Big Red gets set up on the attack here first. Play back up high to Koch, the junior, committed to Princeton with 72 goals on the season and 82 points. She'll be number 21 in black running things for the Lawrenceville Big Red. Both these teams flush with Division I recruits on both sides as our first violation of the game. We'll set up Charlotte Albert on one of the outside hashes for a free position. Trayton Spoor in net for Knoll. Going to have to try and come up with a stop and makes a great save as the shot came in, hit her right in the thigh. And now Spoor looks to outlet as Knoll holds on its first chance of the day defensively. Royals on the clear again at 15-2 overall this season. Lawrenceville comes up with a big turnover, walking in with a shot and firing it high over the top. Courtney Denot. There's no one there to back it up for Lawrenceville, so Knoll takes it. Play it again, try again on another clear. Work it back to the near side for Keelan Schlageter. Schlageter takes it right up the middle. Eventually drops it over to the far side. Now ripped back up top. This is Christy Sieber, one of the 4 captains on this Royals team. And Knoll coughs it up again. The rock picked up by Lawrenceville. And the Big Red looking to clear it out of their own defensive end. Hustling up the near side, Grace Faircloth. She draws the whistle in the quick restart. Faircloth takes it back to the middle. She'll eventually dump it in across the 30. Lawrenceville will set up into its circle set offense around the near side. And played back up top. Koch has it inside the fan. Good dodge, but lost the ball. Got it back. Tries to play it to the middle. Good defense, but ball picked up off the turf by Caroline Foster. 3 minutes into the game. Still no score. Lawrenceville and Knoll. Koch fires over the top of the crossbar. Goes out, backed up by Lawrenceville, so the Big Red will hang on as they've dominated the possession in the early going of the game. That's kind of how things have gone recently for the Big Red. This game a 17-1 victory over Mercersburg. Coming on the heels of a 13-7 win over Princeton in the Mercer County Tournament Championship game. Try to play it to the middle for Meg Barnes, but she couldn't corral the pass. Picked up by Knoll off the ground. And the Royals again looking to clear. They'll start it back with Spoor, the junior goalkeeper. 46% save percentage this year for Spoor. Very good in the cage for the Royals, but they're just having a hard time in the clears. That's now 2 failed clears for Oak Knoll. And they turned it over when they were on the attack for the first time after clearing. So, once again, across the 30, it's Koch as the quarterback of the offense for Lawrenceville. On the near side, Foster plays it around the back of the cage. Charlotte Albert. Back to X Hillman for Albert. Cross goal line extended. Albert looking for some space. Nowhere to get a pass off, so she'll take it back behind GLE in the pass across the back of the cage. Lawrenceville just being very patient here on the attack this time. Albert feeds it back to the middle. Meg Hillman takes it all the way back up to the point. Hillman dodges inside. Tried to catch a pass off to Faircloth, Foster, but couldn't connect. And again, continues at the possession. Now Koch walks in, low shot, and she scores. A low goal by Olivia Koch, her first of the game, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Lawrenceville Big Red. 5 minutes into the game, 20-13 left to go in the first. Watch Koch come in and just go low through all that traffic on the far side. The junior from Skillman, New Jersey, gives the Lawrenceville School a 1-0 lead. Back into the draw circle. Koch against McHale. McHale, the #1 draw control player on the Oak Knoll Royals this year, but it's 2 in a row won by Lawrenceville. Quickly taking it ahead on the fast break was Meg Barnes, and she jaws the whistle. We're going to set Barnes up with an 8-meter try. Second free position chance, and Barnes is going to take this one out and slow things down for Koch. It is, as you can probably see and hear, a very rainy day. You can see on the far side all the fans that have made their way here, either ducking for cover underneath the awning of the pavilion over on the far side, or they've brought giant umbrellas or 4 tents on the near side. Another whistle against Oak Knoll and Koch. Free position chance from straight away. This is the good spot, right where you want to be. She walks in, fires low, and scores again. Second of the game for Olivia Koch. And it comes less than a minute after her first. It's a 2-0 lead for the Lawrenceville Big Red. Just taking it straight up the middle and recording her 74th goal of the season. And this is the 22nd game of the year for Lawrenceville, so you could do the math, averaging better than a hat trick a game. And so far, 2 for 2 on draws, so doing a real good job so far. Oak Knoll's made a change in the draw circle. Keelan Schlegeter is in there and wins it for the Royals. First time they've won a draw control in the game. But still frantic as they've already failed 2 out of their first 3 clears. Trying to just successfully get it across the 30 and set up on the attack. On the far side, working Christy Saber. Dumps it back to the middle. Schlegeter works it inside. High shot and a goal for Oak Knoll, scored by Riley Campbell. Campbell walking in off the quick feed gets Knoll on the board with their first of the game. Take another look, just setting Campbell up, and she goes high, and got it in with the first goal of the game for Knoll, right past Jeree Murray. So now a 2-1 Lawrenceville lead. Koch and Schlegeter, and it's won by Knoll. So Schlegeter's been subbed in, and she's won 2 in a row. She feeds to the inside, but the pass was dropped by Julia Ford. But it was because of a whistle against Lawrenceville, so Ford's going to get a free position chance from right in the middle. Good positioning for Ford. Ford walks in, fires a soft shot right past Murray and in. Julia Ford's 29th of the year evens the game up at 2 apiece with 18:05 left to go in the first. Off the free position, so each team now with a free position goal in the game. One for Koch of Lawrenceville and now one for Ford of Knoll. And the move to Schlegeter in the draw circle has worked wonders for Knoll. They've won 2 in a row. Now trying to make it 3 straight draws. Well, still up for grabs in a ferocious fight. Players hit the deck and the whistle blows against the Royals. It'll be Lawrenceville ball. Off the quick restart, Meg Barnes takes it. Plays it up ahead and around the back to Charlotte Albert. Albert trotting back near the softball dirt. At least dirt-colored turf here at the facility at Knoll School. The crossbar, what they call for shooting space before the shot. And it'll be a free position chance for Meg Hillman, the senior from Stockton, Pennsylvania. She's got a wicked shot with 61 goals this year. Another big scorer for this Big Red team. Hillman committed to go play at Loyola, Maryland when her days at Lawrenceville are through. Will pass it off. Working for a shot underneath, and Charlotte Albert stuffs it in past Spoor and gets Lawrenceville back on top at 3-2. Good play drawn up off the free position. Always nice when you can score off those without necessarily taking the shot yourself. Sometimes you just work to set up your teammate for the goal, and that's exactly what Lawrenceville was able to do there. Hillman feeding Albert for the goal. 3-2 lead with 16:49 left to go in the first. To the near side, ball still on the ground. Can't see what's going on because there are 2 tents set up in front of our view. It's rolled back to the other side, right in front of the Lawrenceville bench. Foul against Knoll, give it to the Big Red. Speeding ahead with it, Grace Faircloth. She dumps back to Caroline Foster and heads outside the 30. With the change on for some more offense. Albert working hard around GLA, gives it back to Koch. Already with 2 goals, looking for a hat trick. Blow the whistle. Set up Koch out by the 12-meter. takes it up the middle, fires high, and it rolls out of bounds, backed up though by the Big Red. So Lawrenceville will hang on. Got a 3-2 lead with just over 15 minutes left to go in the first half. Working inside, Koch shoots low and buries it in. Third already of the game for Olivia Koch. Lawrenceville takes a 4-2 lead. Second time they've been up by a pair in the game. And for Koch, we knew she's really special talent for the Lawrenceville Big Red. Her 75th goal of the season. Just unbelievable, most of any player in this game. And you can see why. Got a tall frame and just able to get a lot of leverage on shots. And what a wicked shot it is. Koch and Schlegeter for the draw. Schlegeter had it for a moment, checked out of her cross, and picked up off the turf though for Lawrenceville by Meg Barnes. So Big Red setting up on the attack again. Now inside 15 minutes left to go in the first half as Lawrenceville, for the most part, in this half has controlled possession. It's been two very quick goals for Knoll, one on a fast break in transition and one on a free position shot. Whistle the foul against Knoll, another shooting space violation, and free position coming for, I believe, Barnes. A guy to Koch. Outside the fan. Just waiting. Albert. Good defense by Knoll, forcing Lawrenceville to come all the way out near the edge of the 30, but eventually they get it back in deep around GLE. Play back to X for Albert. Hillman. Spun outside the 8-meter, dropped to Koch, lost the handle on the slick ball, picked up off the ground and off to the races is Keelan Schlegeter. She speeds across the 30, great in transition. Give and go to the far side. They blow the whistle before the shot, so no goal. Instead, a free position chance for Knoll. And Colleen Quinn. Quinn walks out with the shot. It goes wide. Race to back it up. It goes out. Who got there first? Lawrenceville. What great hustle by the Big Red to get closer to the line on the way out. It was won by Grace Faircloth, the junior defender out of Denver, Colorado. He's going to go play some Ivy League lacrosse at Cornell coming up. Foster plays it high to Koch. Rain picking up a little bit in intensity. Quick move inside to get it to Hillman, and she fires and scores. Meg Hillman gets on the board with her first of the day, and it's a 5-2 lead. Now for the Lawrenceville Big Red. We have a timeout taken. So the score 5-2 in favor of Lawrenceville. We'll take a step aside and be back after the timeout here on the Play by Play Sports Network. out of the timeout. It's a 5-2 lead for the Lawrenceville Big Red over the Knoll Royals, higher seeded team in the 2019 Prep A Girls Lacrosse Championship game. But Big Red doing a great job in the draw circle. 3 goals already for Olivia Koch. With 11:59 left to go in the first. It's been all Lawrenceville possession-wise so far here in the first as well. Just a couple of very brief possessions for Knoll. They've struggled in the clear game, failing on 2 clears already today. And now back into the draw circle. It's Keelan Schlegeter against Olivia Koch. Koch has taken all the draws as Knoll is changed up at least once. And with Schlegeter in the draw circle, they've been doing a better job. It's the 3rd time she's been able to secure draw control for the Knoll Royals. So they'll set up back on the attack. Getting it across the 30. And trying to work it in deeper, but a pass deflects off the cross of Paige Gillen for Lawrenceville. But still controlled by Knoll, but make it very tough on these Royals to pass. Looking for a cutter inside. Couldn't connect, but there to back it up. And pick it up off the ground was Colleen Quinn. Now it's Schlegeter. Future Notre Dame Fighting Irish player. Trying to find for a shot, but not able to get it. Check free from her cross. Now try to play to the middle for Quinn. That doesn't connect. Picking it up, going for the bounce shot and scoring. Riley Campbell netting her 2nd of the day, and it gets it back down to a 2-goal lead for Lawrenceville with 10:57 left in the first. 2nd of the day for Riley Campbell, the junior attacker. Take another look as she was just able to pick it up and fire a bounce shot that was able to get in past Jeree Murray, junior goalkeeper for the Lawrenceville Big Red. After those couple missed passes by Knoll, fight for it off the draw, and the whistle blows against the Royals again. So Lawrenceville for the 3rd time in the infraction. Warded the ball off the draw, and speeding forward, Meg Barnes. Looking at Lawrenceville's lead back up to 3 if she can here on this possession. Koch fakes the shovel pass, takes it inside the fan, now is backed out. Plays a pass to Barnes that doesn't connect, but Foster was there to back it up and play it back outside to Koch. Cut off on the dodge, good double team by Knoll, forcing Koch all the way outside, making a pass off to Meg Hillman, as there's just so many ways that Lawrenceville can beat you on the attack. Knoll are really going to have to play some strong team defense to shut things down today. Checked free from the cross of Koch, up for grabs, and only be gotten back by Albert. Foster back high. Natalie Schur, the junior from Princeton, is on. Koch. Checked all the way back out near the 30. 9 minutes left to go here in the first half. It's a 5-3 lead for Lawrenceville. Koch spins inside. She's got 3 goals for the Big Red. And she's called for the charge. An offensive foul and a turnover. It's number 21, so Knoll holding strong defensively, not letting Lawrenceville get a shot off. Now off to the races in transition. Sieber works in but lost the ball. We've seen that a couple of times now on both sides. The ball's just so slick, as are the crosses from all this rain that's been falling for the last 2 days across the state of New Jersey and really across the entire Northeast. And players just having a little bit of an issue with some ball control today. Some real Trooper fans made their way out to see this one live. Thank everyone who's joining and sticking with us here today. As the rain finally starting to let up a little bit. It's not going anywhere, but it's just not coming down as hard as it was a couple minutes ago. Albert from GLE sends it back up high to Schur. For room to the outside, instead reverses back to the middle of the field and to the far side, Meg Barnes. Barnes right up the middle, fires his shot, but her cross was checked and an easy save made by Spoor. Her outlet gets the transition started quickly for Oak Knoll. They are so dangerous in transition. Katie Duttenhofer. Turn it over. And the illegal play. Well, Holt play and get a clean restart for the Big Red as Lucy Gutman, surrounded by Oak Knoll players as she looks to restart with a pass to the near side. It's going to roll out as she was trying to get it to Paige Gillen, who either wasn't prepared for the pass or just found it in a little behind her, or a little bit of both. Leads to a turnover. Now Greta Cricky dumps to the near side. It's Campbell who's got 2 out of the 3 goals for Oak Knoll today. Down 2 with 6:34 left to go in this first half. 2 25-minute halves here at the high school level. Work it inside for the quick shot. Nice save made by Murray. Boy, that was a high degree of difficulty for Jeree Murray. And able to get the cross up and make the save. Oak Knoll was there to back it up, so they'll restart. Julia Ford, who has the 3rd goal for the Royals. Just looking to get things started from behind back. Her pass ended up not being able to connect, and Lawrenceville takes it away again. With the Big Red defense has been great. Their offense, they've been winning in terms of draws. Albert in transition ahead for sure. Thought about the pass, but whistle blows, and Natalie Schur have a free position from the inside left hash. Lawrenceville scored 2 goals off free position. Schur walks in with a bounce shot and a save made by Spoor. And then Schur called for going inside the crease. Spoor takes it around the back of the cage, using that for some protection against the ride. Played across to the far side, and off to the races go the Royals. Inside, 5 minutes left to go in the first half. They trail by 2, but starting to look better on both the attack and defensively, as a pass doesn't connect. Eventually able to be picked up. Play back to the middle. Shot from point blank range goes off the post. Katie Duttenhofer had to go off the post out of the shot, but the rebound picked up by Oak Knoll, and they get back to the attack as Riley Campbell takes it in. Campbell dodging to the near side, working for his shot as it checked from her cross. And the whistle blows once again. And we'll have another free position. This time it's for Riley Campbell. And it's a hat trick for Riley Campbell. Trying to put the Oak Knoll Royals on her back. She's got them back down to within 1 goal after they trailed by 3 earlier on in the half. Inside 4 minutes left to go. Riley Campbell, 3rd of the game, 37th of the year, 59th point really having a great junior season for the Royals. Now Keelan Schlegeter against Olivia Koch for the first time in a few minutes for a draw control after scoring and hit a lull for about 8 minutes. Schlegeter fighting for it, body check down, and the whistle blows against Lawrenceville as Grace Faircloth a little bit too physical on that play. Play it back high. Schlegeter spins. Her pass deflected, ball down, picked up by Knoll, so they hang on inside 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Royals looking for the equalizer, and what a turnaround it would be for them. I mean, they were getting dominated by Lawrenceville for the first, really, 15 minutes of this game and have completely done a 180. Working in for a shot and scoring, burying it, Julia Ford, her second of the game, and we're tied at 5 with 3:06 left to go in the first. How about that? Power lacrosse by Julia Ford, whipping it around the right side and then going to the far post. And beating Jeree Murray for the second time. Her first time was off a free position. This time, good power move. And again, Koch for Lawrenceville. Olivia Koch against Keelan Schlegeter in the draw circle. And Greta Cricky comes up with it. Pass break, Knoll working in for the shot and the goal. M.K. Doherty. And Knoll has taken a 6-5 lead. It's Mary Kate Doherty. Came right up the middle for her 6th of the season. Beautiful move in transition. And now they're going to check the stick. And they say it's all good. I guess Doherty didn't drop the cross right after scoring as you usually see, and so the officials never got a chance to check it to make sure that it was legal like you do after every goal. They had to go find Doherty and then check her stick and make sure everything checked out. And that it did. So 6-5 lead for Knoll as they've scored a couple goals here in rapid succession. And you're seeing that lightning ability of their offense to really attack and score in big numbers. 2:55 left to go in the first. A 1-goal lead for Knoll as now Lawrenceville has made a change. Meg Hillman is going to be taking the draw control opposite Schlegeter after a couple wins in a row for Knoll, and that reverses the tide back to the Big Red. So after Olivia Koch was so good in the early going of the game, Lawrenceville makes the change after her luck had changed. And after the illegal maneuver against Lawrenceville, the offensive foul, Knoll grabs it back. So they've got 2.5 minutes here to try and get themselves some separation. But a pass to Schlegeter on the near side. I couldn't handle it. And then she batted it off a Lawrenceville player and out of bounds. And now the officials are going to get together and talk this over. Now, because it was a pass, it did last hit off Lawrenceville, so you would think, okay, then it should be Knoll ball. I guess the only point of discussion is, was that a dangerous play against Knoll, which would make it Lawrenceville ball? And they'll say that it was, in fact, a dangerous play, so it'll be Lawrenceville possession with 2:21 left on the clock when we resume. Faircloth through the back checking across the 30. Double teamed As Oak Knoll trying for the turnover, and they get it. Fantastic job by Doherty. Just scored the goal on the one end, and then showing off her two-way midi skills, coming up with a cost turnover on the other. Minute 50 left to go in the first half. Back at X, Oak Knoll controlling. But an aggressive defense being played by Lawrenceville. Right up woman to woman. Forcing Oak Knoll to slow things down with a minute and a half left. Schlegeter gives up top to Cricky. Greta Cricky dodges back to the inside. Feeds the pass for Schlegeter. Trying to collapse the defense. Doherty tried to find Cricky, hit off her shoulder, down on the ground. Fight for the ground ball. It goes up high into the air. It's controlled by Oak Knoll with 66 seconds left to go in the first half. Riley Campbell already with a hat trick. Feeds it up top to Sarah McKenna. And back to Campbell. Looking for the cutter. It's Schlegeter with a shot inside and a save made by Murray. But possession kept by Oak Knoll. 46 seconds left to go in the half. Around the back, Julia Ford. On the near side, Schlegeter. Tried to get it to Cricky, but the pass was tipped. Down to the ground, scooped up by Lawrenceville. Good turnover caused by Ellie Vogel, but then her pass is intercepted the other way. 18 seconds left in the half. Here comes Ford. Inside the fan, works it inside the 8-meter, inside for a shot, and Julia Ford buries it with 10 seconds left to go in the first. And Julia Ford has herself a first half hat trick for the Oak Knoll Royals as they take a 7-5 lead. And for Lawrenceville, heartbreaking sequence as you thought you had the turnover. And then in the blink of an eye, you turn it back over, and Oak Knoll scores. It's 7.8 seconds left in the first half. It'll be Keelan Schlegeter against Meg Hillman in the draw circle. And the OKS logo. Greta Cricky picks it up. 4 seconds. Cricky across the 30. Checked out of her cross, and that'll do it for the first half of lacrosse here in the 2019 Prep A Championship game. At halftime, it's the Oak Knoll Royals with a 7-5 lead over the Lawrenceville Big Red. We'll take a step aside here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network and be back with the second half. Field at the Oak Knoll School. We're at halftime. The home Oak Knoll Royals on top of the Lawrenceville Big Red, 7-5 after Lawrenceville had a 5-3 lead about halfway through the first half. Oak Knoll came storming back, scored the final 4 goals in the half as their luck just completely changed in the draw circle, and it looks like that's going to continue as Keelan Schlageter has done a fantastic job on draw control since she came in, effectively replacing Caitlin McHale in the draw circle a couple of minutes into the first half. We changed the complexion of the game for Oak Knoll as the draws that Lawrenceville won after her substitution were mostly just the result of fouls and fighting for ground balls. So it's not even like she was really losing them one-on-one. After the turnover, the Big Red will set up on the attack for the first time in the second half. 24 minutes left to go to decide a Prep A state champion here in 2019. On a rainy and, well, I won't sugarcoat it, miserable day outside. Lacrosse action has been good as Olivia Koch takes it around the right side. Plays it back up high and eventually down to the ground, scooted out, trying to be picked off and eventually won the possession, taken back by the Oak Knoll Royals. Great job by the Royals defensively to force the turnover. And now the other way in transition, Duttenhofer, as Oak Knoll has been so good in transition today, but here dropping it down to the turf, not able to pick it up as the, well, just the wetness of the turf and of the ball and of the crosses and of the players has wreaked havoc, as you see another example right there. Ellie Vogel trying to pass, just had the ball slip out of her cross. Played to the inside, pass couldn't connect. Loose down on the ground, whistle blows. It's going to be against Lawrenceville. Big Red, they should have the ball. And instead, it's going to be Colleen Quinn, set up for an 8-meter free position, her second of the game. She'll walk it around to the right side as Oak Knoll opts not to shoot. Instead, looking to set up a play from X. Julia Ford with a hat trick. Just patiently holding a GLE. She works for a pass to the inside. And then eventually spun out as Duttenhofer plays it for Christy Sieber. Schlageter forced back. Trying to find her way in. And the whistle blows again against Lawrenceville. 21:55 left to go in the game. Oak Knoll with its largest lead of the game. 2 goals, looking to make it 3. Schlageter walks in from the far side and buries it onto the far post, going high past Jeree Murray. The first of the game for Keelan Schlageter, her 29th of her junior season. And it's an 8-5 lead for the Oak Knoll Schools. We'll take another look. You watch her coming in from the far hash. And then with a nice move, be able to get it past Murray. Started the hands back to the near post and then had to bring them back to the far side. The reaction just didn't happen fast enough. Another draw control won by Oak Knoll. This time Kaylee Wolf was there to pick it up. Another one of the 4 senior captains on this Royals team. Sees itself with a 3-goal lead as they've scored 5 in a row in Lawrenceville, going on nearly a 20-minute scoreless streak. It's been a long time since the Big Red have found the back of the cage. Whistle and a restart for Lawrenceville after the illegal play by Knoll on the clear. Turn it over, comes in, the shoot and a goal. Katie Duttenhofer, their first of the game, makes it a 9-5 Knoll lead, and it's now 6 in a row for the Royals. Things going from bad to worse quite fast for Lawrenceville. They trailed 7-5 at halftime into the first 5 minutes of the second half. The lead has doubled in size from 2-4. Knoll starting to pull away. And for Lawrenceville, a team that we've seen in this game and throughout the season, has the ability to put up goals in a hurry. All starts in that draw circle. It's a huge thing for them that they're able to win there, and Faircloth brings it across into the 30. Will spin it all the way around back to GLE before she dumps off with a pass and looks to head outside the 30. Waiting to enter inside was Barnes. Waited to stay onside though. Olivia Koch had 3 goals in the first half of the first half for the Lawrenceville Big Red. Touch here for Courtney Denot. Hillman trying to direct traffic from the point. Takes it inside the fan. Pass to the outside. A flag was up. And they blow it dead. Hillman's going to have a free position. She walks in, fires high and way high. And you might have seen that ball hit down on the grass behind the cage. Not on the artificial turf of the field, but on the grass. A big splash from a puddle came up. It is quite saturated ground. I mean, you step down on some of the grass here, and water comes to the surface. 2 straight days of rain here in New Jersey and no end in sight. Might be time to start building your arcs and collecting 2 of every animal. Pass to the inside. It's picked up by Knoll. Schlegeter up ahead as all of a sudden the sun's starting to peek through some clouds. Duttenhofer was fouled, so she'll have a free position from straight away. She just scored for Knoll, looking to net her second of the game and making a 5-goal lead and a 7-goal run if she can get this one in past Jeree Murray. False start. So Duttenhofer moved early. That turns it over, and Lawrenceville looking to quickly clear. The long pass ahead to Lizzie Huseman. Huseman across the 30 on the far side. Checked illegally. We'll get a restart as Huseman takes it back to GLE on the left side. Spins it back around. It's Lawrenceville looking to set back up. Drop a pass up on high for Meg Barnes. Barnes finds Olivia Koch with 17:33 left to go in the second, looking to set something up. Lawrenceville has gone now over 25 minutes without scoring, or thereabouts. Hillman walks in with a shot. It hits the crossbar and deflects high out of play and into the woods. It's now a couple of times that Lawrenceville's hit crossbars today, or posts. You can see this rain really affecting some shots and passes and just overall play today. But Knoll's been able to weather both the proverbial and the literal storm. got this 9-5 lead. Pass back on the ground. They scoop back up by the Royals as Kaylee Wolf feeds it ahead to Julia Ford. Ford tried to take to the outside, ran out of room on the boundary, and now brings it back to the middle. Fires a high pass that's corralled down. Colleen Quinn to the back of the cage, setting up an X, Katie Duttenhofer. Cutters moving to the middle. Schlegelter's got this one. She buries it. Lower right corner. In past Jeree Murray. And it is a 10-5 lead for Oak Knoll pending the stick check. So take another look at all the cutters moving inside, and Duttenhofer finding Keelan Schlegelter. And she beats Murray inside, a 10-5 lead for Oak Knoll, a 7-goal run. We have a timeout taken with 16:19 remaining in the second. We'll take it with him on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. There you see the 5-game winning streak for the Lawrenceville Big Red on the line here, as well as the Prep A State Championship. It's been a good run of domination for the Big Red, but they find themselves behind 10-5 to Oak Knoll with 16:19 left in the second. Meanwhile, for the Royals, the loss to Summit, just the second loss of the season. It's been 15 wins, and much like Lawrenceville, a recent run of dominance. See that 16-3 win over Kent Place, the big win over Morristown. And as is tradition, Oak Knoll cementing themselves as one of the top in the state at any level, in any group, in any section. Looking to come away championship here in 2019 if they can hold on to this 5-goal lead with 16:19 left to play out of Lawrenceville's timeout taken by Grace McGaffin, their head coach, trying to light a spark under the Big Red. Meanwhile, Rachel Lasda in her 5th season with the Royals gonna line herself up another championship. Oak Knoll under Lasda 96-21 in 5 years, just an incredible record. Cricky lost control, down on the ground, up for grabs. Looked like Lawrenceville was going to have it for a minute, and they eventually do come away with it as Paige Gillen scoops it up off the ground and takes it across the 30 for the Big Red. Gillen works her way to the inside. Great roll dodge, and she'll eventually dump it around back for Albert. And Charlotte Albert, who scored back in the first half, senior from Princeton, committed to play at the University of Richmond in an excellent A-10 lacrosse program next year. Play it around back up high. And boy, you want to talk about the wetness in the weather as Bella Koch looking for some room. Every time a pass goes into a cross, you just see a big spritz of rain that is expelled and a big splash every single time. It's no wonder we're seeing so many ground balls in this game. More than you'd expect. These two teams going at it. Schlegelter egg on a spoon in between the 30s. Now picks it up as she sets up right outside the fan. Good quick passing inside. Cricky shoots and scores, and Greta Cricky on the board for her first of the day. And it makes it an 11-5 lead for Oak Knoll with 14:39 left to go. As you see, 3 lightning quick passes inside for the Royals. Greta Cricky finishes it off for her 11th goal of the season. Now Greta Cricky goes into the draw circle. First time we've seen her in there for Oak Knoll. It's going to go up against Olivia Koch in a fairly intriguing matchup. It's been 8 straight goals for Oak Knoll. They trailed 5-3 about midway through the first half, and since then they have absolutely dominated this game. Hillman tripped up on the illegal check. She goes down, the whistle blows, quick restart as Hillman spins it inside, takes it, and draws a shooting space foul. So Hillman will set it up out on the 8-meter. Meg Hillman with a goal already today. She walks in, fires a shot, and she hits the crossbar again. Rebound controlled, though, by Lawrenceville. Quick turnaround from the inside. Goes wide, backed up, and Hillman will scoop it up before it rolls out of bounds. It's the shot from Bella Koch. Was disrupted through a check. Now Foster for Olivia Koch. Edge of the 12. Double team, trying to fight her way through it. Was checked by a player on the ground, and that's who the whistle blows against. Caroline Ramsey, senior defender, and again one of the 4 captains for the Oak Knoll Royals. So we'll set her up out on the edge of the fan. Koch walked in for the high shot. Was over the top of the crossbar, and just a lot of these shots for Lawrenceville, and especially for Koch, have just been high. And again, she does have 3 goals, but it almost seems like the ball's coming out of the cross just a little bit sooner than the Big Red kind of want. Whether the slickness of the wet ball has anything to do with it. As Koch fires his shot and goes down, whether she took an inadvertent check up high, she hit the deck fairly quickly. Whether she slipped, we'll take another look. Koch able to get up quickly. See if we can tell anything here. You see, you watch for her to take the shot. Then went down, but wasn't sure if it was something that happened before or right after. That was, whatever it was hard to see just because of all the players and all the traffic in between. She comes off, and Ellie Vogel comes on. Lawrenceville will have the ball as we reset. 12:38 left to go in the second. See Huseman or Hillman. Meg Hillman's got it. She fires, and the save made right in front by Spoor. Hasn't needed to make many saves today. Now Oak Knoll the other way. Rain finally starting to lighten up as the ball comes inside, goes in the crease, and Oak Knoll called on the crease violation. Sarah McKenna was called for it inside 12 minutes left to go in the game. Lawrenceville able to clear. They set up on the attack. Trying to get it inside. They trail by 6 with 11:32 left to go in the game. See, they can put up goals quickly. They're really going to need to turn the Jets on here. Olivia Koch making her return. Waiting just outside the 30. Now she'll make her way inside. Hands Albert. Back for Olivia Koch. Sharp angle shot and a save by Spoor. Koch tried to go high on her. Spoor able to make the read. And when Koch had those couple of goals early on in the game, she had 3. The first few were just shots that were down low, and Lawrenceville was able to beat Spoor low, and they just seem to be going high ever since then. They've either been going over the top, saves have been made, or hitting crossbars. Now off the turnover for Lawrenceville, they set it up on offense with Huseman. 10:20 left to go. Olivia Koch for Huseman. Now onto the far side for Albert. Caroline Foster. Foster out by the 12, takes it up the middle. Caroline Foster checked out of her cross. She scoops the ball off the ground as we're now inside 10 minutes remaining. Tries to feed a pass back into the middle, and Meg Hillman was fouled. They'll set Hillman up. An 8-meter free position. She'll take it outside. I'd like to have seen her try to walk in and shoot on that one, but she's down 6 in this situation. And a good opportunity to get a good shot off on Spoor. Instead tried to set up on the attack, and eventually it was turned over. Lawrenceville just not able to hang on to the possession. So Oak Knoll up by 6, and with no shot clock at the high school level here in the state of New Jersey. Chance for the Royals to eat some time up off the clock. Head into a little bit of a stall offense if they so choose. Sarah McKenna off the restart. Run around the back of the cage. Forward with the hat trick for Schlegeter. He's got a pair. Good ball reversal. All the way to Colleen Quinn. Right now subsiding to more closely to a drizzle or light mist. Still some precipitation. We hit the final 8 minutes of the contest. Shuffle it back. Trying to kill in Schlegeter. So good in the draw circle for Oak Knoll. Schlegeter really changed the complexion of the game once she was put in there in favor of Caitlin McHale. Oak Knoll just kind of took off on the attack and never looked back. Try to work it as Sieber inside. It's taken away. And then right back to Oak Knoll with the ball still up for grabs, trying to win it and bat it out. Sarah McKenna, she got tripped up and fouled. And that'll again hold possession with Oak Knoll with 7:20 left to go. Ford's got it off the pass. She'll take it around goal line extended. And around back to X. Guarded tightly there is Lawrenceville, knowing at this point that it needs the turnover. Try to get it to Schlegeter. She's forced outside by the edge of the 12-meter fan. Behind GLE, it's Ford. Dodged around the one side on the fake. Gets it inside. A high shot, catch and shoot goal for Keelan Schlegeter. Her 3rd of the game. 3rd player with a hat trick for Oak Knoll. And the Royals up 12-5 as they've scored 9 in a row. We take another look at the good setup from Ford back at X to find Schlegeter for the catch and shoot. She caught it high, brought it down, and got it past Jeree Murray. Now a 7-goal lead for Oak Knoll with 6:49 left to go. And for Lawrenceville, again, we've talked about, look, they've got enough pieces on the attack that they can put up goals fast, but At a certain point, down 7 with inside 7 minutes to go, it's going to be tough and really a now or never kind of a situation for Lawrenceville. They want to get themselves back into the game. If not, it'll be the Royals who are the Prep A champions in 2019. Lawrenceville gets the draw control off the foul. Meg Barnes takes it in. It's got to come together quickly. Run the back to Bella Koch. Goal line extended, trying to work about 8 meters out. Koch trying to head fake to get some space, and eventually just plays a pass back out as look for a cutter inside. Quick stick maneuver and the goal for Lizzie Huseman. And that's the goal that Lawrenceville needed and the pace that they needed to score it at. As you see Huseman coming from the left side of your screen off the cut in a wide open shot. Great play. Huseman, the junior from Fairhaven, able to get the goal for her first of the game. Number 14 on the season to get it back to a 6-goal lead for Knoll. Now Lawrenceville needs to do that again at that pace. Basically need to sustain that for the rest of the game. It's not going to be easy. Again, they've kind of got the attacking firepower to do it. But not if they can't win a draw control as Knoll grabs it. Kaylin Schlegeter fouled outside the 12. Clock runs inside 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the game. And Knoll can proverbially squeeze the air out of the ball here for as long as they can. The rain has finally stopped as Lawrenceville trying to take advantage of slightly clearer conditions. Another foul called, and this will take us in under 5 minutes. Schlegeter starts her run to the inside. Plays it to Ford. And a whistle blows. It's going to be against Lawrenceville. They'll say Caroline Foster committed the violation. Ford with 4.5 minutes left to go at the free position from the outside. This is always such a tough hash to work it from, so she'll play it around behind for Katie Duttenhofer. Try to work it to the inside, ball down to the ground. Now high into the air, crosses going and fighting for it. And eventually it'll be Lawrenceville that comes up with it. And the illegal check against Knoll will slow things down, but 4:08 left to go. Lawrenceville has it down by 6. I mean, you just wonder for the Big Red, is there enough time? I mean, built themselves quite a deficit. Trying to come back with now less than 4 minutes to go. Off this restarts by Grace Faircloth. Just throw a long pass ahead. It's deflected. Saved in bounds. Knoll able to grab it. Royals come away with it with inside 3.5 minutes to go. Schlegeter's pass tipped and stolen. Paige Gillen stepped in the passing lane and came away with it for Lawrenceville. 3:13 left to go as Gillen takes it right up the alley in transition and is spun to the outside. Good defense in transition played by Knoll. Now 3 minutes to go and a 12-6 lead for the Royals. Lawrenceville. Back at X, it's Albert. Quadruple teamed. Flag is up, and that'll give Charlotte Albert, the senior from Princeton, New Jersey, a free position from right in the middle. Fires a quick shot, save made by Spoor. And now with 2 minutes to go, possession belongs to the Knoll Royals. You see the aggressive ride here by Lawrenceville, trying to force that turnover. Get it across the first 30, now midfield. Slipping down to a knee, Kaylee Wolf. Now spun back to the middle of the field. And she sends it across. Katie Duttenhofer inside, quick shot, and a save made on the shot from Riley Campbell. Rebound grabbed by Lawrenceville, but with 1.5 minutes to go. Might have been a little bit of an early shot for Campbell. A little overzealous on the Big Red. Fiercely on the clear, Paige Gillen brings it over. Gillen. Run out of the 12. Works it back to Olivia Koch. Koch so strong on the ball. A hat trick today. Works it to the right side. 1:10 minutes left to go. Dodging, trying to get it back to the inside. Check from her cross. Down to the ground. Picked up by Knoll. And the Royals defense does it again. Long up ahead to Colleen Quinn. In transition. The Royals with inside 1 minute to go. Quinn backs it out. Feeds it inside. Ball down to the ground. Batted aside by Lawrenceville. They'll pick it up. Bella Koch from the middle of the field. He's it around to GLE. Trying to shoulder fake. Denot. To Albert. 30 seconds left. Charlotte Albert at goal line extended. Takes it back up top. Beats the pass to Olivia Koch. 20 seconds to go. Koch loses it. Down on the ground. Knoll's got it. 12 seconds to go. Long pass ahead. They complete the clear with 8 to go. Pass is caught after a tip. Shot goes wide. Backed up by Knoll with 2.1 seconds left. The whistle blows and stops the clock. It was a foul against Knoll. They restart, and the horn signals the end of the game. And for the Knoll Royals, they are the 2019 New Jersey Prep A state champions in girls lacrosse, victorious today 12-6 over the Lawrenceville Big Red. They trailed 5-3 midway through the first half and then went on a 9-goal run, never looking back, en route to another state championship. And so for the entire Play-by-Play Sports Network crew, that completes our coverage here today. Final score, you see it there on your screen, a 12-6 win for the Knoll Royals over the Lawrenceville Big Red. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network as Knoll victorious in the 2019 NJISAA Prep A Girls Lacrosse State Championship game. We'll talk to you next time on the Play-by-Play Sports Network.